Hey guys, Agostino here. I'm actually here at one of the properties today. We've bought this a short time ago, and in that short time, we've basically been able to improve it quite a bit. We went in and changed up some of the flooring, some of the paint. As a matter of fact, looks like they're putting in some new carpeting here as well, right? You probably see that right there. So, yeah, this is one of those assets in Parma, Ohio. So it's a great property. I would say it's slightly better than just regular old workforce housing, than like mostly B class type stuff here. There's I think it's 100 units thereabouts up here, and this is it's one of those things that we come in here, we improve the asset, we increase net operating income, the NOI, and we bring up the overall value, because NOI is really what drives the value of assets like this. Okay, that's really what it is, and it's the basic formula that's being used every day, everywhere, all the time, right? So, but I wanted to share with you the 5 not so secret ways that tens of thousands of people are becoming millionaires in America today. Now, today America is making more millionaires than ever before in history, and these are like very time-tested ways of doing this for hundreds of years. So many of today's millionaires did it. Now the good news here is that many of these people are self-made, meaning they came up the same way I did. I started with absolutely nothing, with zero. Grew up in Canada, and just started with nothing. So today we have a fairly significant portfolio. So, if you don't know me, my name's Agostino. I have a bunch of businesses that started mainly from scratch. No money, no funding, no connections, no country club, or anything else like that. It was mainly meeting people and working to make a positive difference in their life, which in turn made a positive difference in mine, right? So I did make a lot of mistakes along the way. So part of what I do here is I want to share with you in this video some of the things that I've done, of course, not just in this video, but other videos too. But also what you need to basically understand to become a millionaire, or even a billionaire if you really want to, right? So number one, the first thing is the wealthy do so by investing money. Now, you're never going to create wealth selling your time. It is impossible to create wealth because, if you have a profession, even if you're good at it, even if you have a job and you're super great at your career, it's very hard to build true wealth, sustainable wealth, but if you don't invest, right? You have to invest. It's not through learning, it's not through reading books only and watching videos only or going to conferences only. All those things certainly help. It improves your overall mindset. It gets you in front of people, which is huge, of course. But I think a big part of it is also investing. That is the only way to get it done. You have to invest, and you're never going to get rich saving money. So for many of us, myself included, we were taught always save, save, save. It's what our parents told us. It's what our teachers told us. And rather than investing and leveraging that cash into real investments like the one I just showed you here. And the reasoning behind it, though, is because they're always terrified of losing money. That was the thing. It was a scarcity mindset. And I get it. I understand that, but there are many asset classes where you could reduce the risk or even never lose your money. And I'll get to that here in a second. So number 2, the rich don't get rich quick. They get rich for sure. Right, so the rich are not get rich quick type of people, right? They want to get rich with a high degree of certainty, and what that means is that they're not following the latest trend. They're not following the latest speculative thing. That doesn't happen with these guys. They're not taking some e-commerce course and expecting to become a millionaire in 6 months. Which is there's a lot of those courses out there, but it's typically what's being sold is a shortcut, or seemingly a shortcut. To build wealth, there are no shortcuts. As long as I'm not mega old or mega dead, I invest for the long term. I'm also extremely conservative when it comes to these deals, whether it's deals like this whether it's net lease or net lease business or construction or development business, I'm always very, very conservative. I do so, I get into these deals with every intent of maximizing them. But ultimately, I'm not a gambler. I really stick to a set of parameters, and I don't deviate from those parameters. So I want to be able to invest my money in something that's real, and somewhere where I get the tax write-offs, I get the cash flow, I get the appreciation, and that's what the wealthy do. The wealthy do that, and they don't take any chances with their money, okay? Number 3, they invest in assets that appreciate for the long term. Now, the wealth invest in assets where they know that over time there's going to be an increase in value, okay? These are not speculation. Like I said last time, I guess this is a related point here, but they're not doing speculation here. They're not doing speculation plays. They don't make little bets either. They take big bets when they're investing in things, right? So they know that the value of an asset will go up over time if they invest in the right asset. That's the key, doing the right thing. So I had an idea for an app, and maybe I had an idea for an app too a long time ago. My background is technology, and and I was thinking, oh my God, tens of thousands of people are going to download this app. It's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be great. Now, as I said, former tech guy, many challenges. Even as a guy that knew how to do this stuff, many challenges to begin with. And I could have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars developing, and not to mention the time to design the application, to build the application, to run the teams, everything else like that. And the upside of that could be very limited, or could go nowhere at all, which is the risky part. And sure, okay, fine. So I throw a couple hundred, few hundred, 300, $500,000 at it, okay. I think that's a small amount of money when you consider the upside. What could you get? And in terms of risk, the risk tolerance here is very significant, right? You have to be willing to get rid of $500,000, and you may not want to do that. So the good thing about investing in an asset like real estate is that you don't really need to be connected to people. You don't need to know how to write code. You don't need to do any of that stuff. All right. We have a portfolio of multifamily development deals. We have net lease. We have about $350 million of assets currently, and we're on our way to $1 billion. So we spent a lot of time and energy bringing on the right people, building the brand, building the assets, and building the relationships that we need to keep on buying stuff like this. And even some of the other projects that we have, like Lumos and Rockefeller, and some of the other ones I shared here too. So we've already built all that infrastructure. So other people, other investors can join in and take advantage of what we've built. So, like I said, though, the investors and the wealthy, they are people that invest in real assets, real assets. Okay. Number 4, they invest in cash flow. Okay. The wealthy want steady streams of income. So maybe it's monthly, maybe it's quarterly, maybe it's even a big bang after a development is done, but it starts streaming then. But the point is that they're looking for a return on that cash outlay with a good degree of certainty that's actually going to show up, right? That's the key, right? Even on some of our development deals, sure, it takes, depending on the size of the deal, 12, 15, 18 months to build them. But once that build is done, cash flow comes right afterwards. That's a great thing, and we know that it's going to be there. Those are the types of deals that we do. And number 5, we invest in assets that give massive tax benefits. Now, this is one of the underutilized and undereducated points that plagues everyday people. Okay, earned income, the income that you might be getting right now working somewhere, right? Nothing wrong with working somewhere, it's okay, but that money you make in your job is the highest taxed income you can possibly make. If you didn't hear this before, it's probably the first time you're hearing it. Hey, listen, it is the highest taxed income, highest taxed, okay? That's where passive income, money that you get from an investment return, is among the lowest taxed, right? This part is absolutely huge. Right? The tax code is written in this way, and anybody can use it. Anyone. So that one's not just for the wealthy. It's for people like you and me, right? That's how I did it, right? So everything we do is all passive, right? And if you're able to make passive income through your cash flowing investments and you pay lower taxes, you get to keep your time. You get your time back. So getting that time freedom is might be super, super important to you, so you can spend it doing the things you want to do, right? So anyway, remember these 5 things I shared with you today. Maybe share it with a friend if you liked it, of course. And it'll, look, I'm pulling for you. Okay, I didn't have anybody pulling for me. I didn't have anybody encouraging me when early on. I had a mountain of bad debt. I spent like 20 years going to school. I did undergrad and engineering degrees and 2 master's degrees and all that fun stuff, and in and out of corporate America. I was not a good corporate guy, I guess, but today I have a great life because I learned and applied myself to make a difference in my life and make a difference in the life of my friends and my partners, and I prioritize that to make a difference among everyone else that I work with as well. So anyway, I hope you liked the video. Look in the bio for any upcoming events. Got some free ebooks up there as well. We update those links all the time on our link tree there, so definitely check it out. Also, please subscribe to the channel. Throw some likes my way if you like it, all right? So be bulletproof, guys. I'll talk to you again soon.